starting. 1 second. Yeah, good. So, very excited to be here. It's a great moment in crypto. A lot of things happening. A lot of people are building. We do the same. So my presentation is a bit of a mix of talking about mass adoption in crypto and also social media, the influence of social media, but also a bit of the product that we offer. I will not try to make here a business and product pitch, however, to just show you how we look at these things, right? So first of all, if we look at what's going on in the market, social media is so relevant in crypto if you look at it, right? So we have been hearing today that a lot of retail clients were dominating the field, and institutional came in the last years, but actually people who want to start their crypto journey, they start in social media now, yeah? So financial markets, because our company, and I will talk a bit about NAGA as well, but in the financial markets, most information were, in research reports or for institutions, etc. But in the modern world, social media is actually the entry point into a lot of topics. We started in 2010 with fitness and food, and you had these influencers, and now these days we have finfluencers, right? Financial influencers, and they're extremely powerful if we look at it. Even though there's more big money coming from institutions, you see how powerful the community is. So that's why really there are internet stars talking about financial assets and trading, and they have a big responsibility and actually will help us to drive mass adoption. So crypto itself is still in the beginning. A lot of people ask, is it a good time to enter? Is it over? Is Bitcoin dead, etc. I think, and I think a lot of people will share that with me, that crypto is a bit in the same stage where internet was 25 years ago. I know it's a bold statement, also it was repeated many, many times, but it's a fact, because if you look at any financial asset class and its growth projections, crypto will be growing faster than anything else, despite all the turbulences that we've seen. And I agree that there's a lot of cleansing happening at the moment, but there's a huge run coming up, because the upcoming generation, they're all online, right? And they are all getting more purchasing power, and they are starting their journey on social media into crypto, because crypto is not seen as, a boring financial asset. So you'll see massive, massive growth, and I can always encourage anyone who's building and creating businesses that the big growth curve is yet to come. And that's a very, very exciting fact, actually, if we look at what's going on in the market. Now, just let me tell you about us as well, to give you a bit more context, right? We are someone who coming from the fiat world. I have to say that already, because I felt already with my fintech company, which is publicly listed in Germany, I felt a bit old school, yeah? Because crypto is moving so fast, suddenly DeFi, Web3, etc. And we were doing the boring financial trading stuff. So we actually started as an FX broker, CFDs, stock trading, one of the fastest growing in the sector, publicly listed, a couple of $100 million worth on the stock exchange. And yeah, we understood and understand how financial trading and the markets work, right? But we were looking at the space, and we were thinking to ourselves, how can we as NAGA, as a non-crypto company, become more a crypto company? We had also in partnership a big ICO in 2017, so we were part of crypto, but we were not commercializing crypto enough, right? So we know with our 1 million clients how things work at scale. We understand the financial markets. We are regulated as well. So a lot of things I've seen in crypto were missing. It was also very interesting. I'm seeing now something happening to the market as it should. There's a lot of regulatory frameworks coming in, which is extremely important. But it's a bit like about us. So now we have identified a big problem in financial trading as well, and in the financial markets, and this connects to social media and crypto. So if you look at the fact how social media influences crypto, it's clear. People come to Twitter, they go to Telegram, they go to Facebook groups. I'm very sure all of you guys are in a Telegram group of some project, yeah? Or when you were participating in token sales, NFTs, etc. You have Discord, you have all these fragmentation across content, right? But everyone is searching for this content, and there's a lot of FOMO in the market as well, because you want to know things first. And then on the other hand, you do have these influencers, which are so relevant for creating mass adoption. But those influencers are using all of these channels, and they're sending you here. You said like, hey, if you want my premium signals, go to Telegram. If you want to participate in this drop, go to Discord, you know. So suddenly you end up having 5, 6, 7 different accounts. And those influencers, however, they manage tons of accounts to monetize what they're doing, because monetization is extremely important, right? So they need to be incentivized of sharing content and getting paid for it. So this creates an issue. It creates a huge issue because people who start their crypto journey are overwhelmed by choice and the fragmentation. But again, we are talking here about a market that has to grow or will grow very, very quickly. So how can this be ensured that the leaders and the content creators and the influencers do not confuse their followers into getting them into too many channels, right? So this is the problem we were talking about, and we have seen it many times around. In NAGAX itself, we developed a social trading platform, which is one of the most popular in the market right now, but we've seen the issues of people who want to share their trades or content, sending people all across to the many different channels. And if you look at the target group, and if you look at all of us, how we started, right? You have these crypto adopters, and crypto adopters, they have always FOMO. As I said, you want to have all the information at hand. You never want to miss something. You need to be always there 24/7, and it's difficult. It's difficult, it's a hurdle, and it's not really easy if you are a crypto beginner. And education. So a lot of people ask, what happened to Luna, right? And then you will see a lot of other smart people saying, I told you algorithmic stablecoins don't work. Yeah, it doesn't work. I've seen it here and there. But the problem, underlying problem, is research and education, right? Ultimately. And yes, a small group of people knows what's going on, but the others that we all need in this market, we cannot scare off people. We cannot force them to trying to understand. We need to help them all to get smarter in the space, because you cannot have uneducated retail coming into the markets, being flushed from time to time, and then all the big players are hoping that they all can stand it. Because at some stage, of course, there's a risk that this asset class will be perceived as untraceable, uncontrollable, without any diligence behind, where the entry to it is very difficult because there's no sound education. And the influencers and the content creators have the responsibility as well to provide good education and content. But again, only what gets paid gets done. You know, they need to get paid, they need to monetize in a good way and being aligned with their followers. But this is really what's actually happens on the market, right? Education and access is the key for mass adoption, and it's the fundament for a lot of big platforms to survive. So, oops, now we were jumping. And then we come to the evolution of Web 1, 2, 3. So we have heard a lot of it. I think that most of the platform were, you know, still Web 2 in the last 15 years, obviously, and there was a massive success. And Web 3.0 for us is so exciting because, you know, you can own the entire process of offering, of transactions, and you don't need a middleman. So this is really the disruptive concept, and I think that's why a lot of people get extremely excited about it. And we were also quite excited. So we were thinking now, yeah, you have this whole problem of content creation, monetization, you have the lack of education, and how can we as a company, as Naga ourselves, with the experience of running already a profitable business with 60, 70 million revenues, how can we enter the market and help and build a business case out of it? So what we came up with and what we will be releasing this year is a tokenized feed. Okay, so think about your own social media profile in the financial domain, where everything that you post is being minted as an NFT. And this NFT has specific smart contract rules behind it, right? So it sounds a bit abstract, but I'll give you an example. You have a content creator who wants to share his signals. And usually what they would do, they would lead you to a Telegram group. In the Telegram group, they would tell you, you know, I have free signals every Wednesday, but if you want the premium group, you need to pay $10 and subscribe here, put your credit card details, etc. there. In NAGAX, you have your post, it's getting minted. You say, these are my signals, and you can unlock this post with your wallet, which is a Web3 wallet or our wallet, and then you can immediately unlock that premium signal on the spot. The content creator directly gets paid. So there is a reality, of course, or there's the cut that they want, or any pricing that they can choose. And I think that's kind of the way where things should go in terms of a centralized content approach. Okay, that's what the idea I'm sharing with you, and I think this is something that will be coming up more and more in the future, because this fragmentation is an issue, and you can also see that super apps becoming more and more popular, where people do not have to run 5 KYCs and having 5 apps for the same thing. So this is where we are coming from, okay? But we want to focus much more on content creation and influencers. And this is one concept which I believe can really work very well. And then we are talking about educational content, premium content. We're talking also about trading and transactions. So you, as a content creator or trader, you know, they're sharing their signals, right? But their followers, they want to exactly know what they're trading. And most of the time, you cannot really copy trade a crypto trader, you know, because he trades maybe on exchange A and you're on exchange Z, then there's slippage, then there's delays, then maybe you were not subscribed to one of the 5 channels that this guy had, and then you see him next day posting his profits. And you're like, oh, I missed that out, right? And in our case, for example, you basically allow everyone automatically subscribing and copying your transactions, and you get paid for it. You get paid immediately for each volume that you generate. So it's a different affiliation and revenue sharing concept that is inbuilt into a platform such as Naga. And yeah, here you can see just examples. And I think what's really particularly exciting, and I strongly believe in it with our team, is that this, you know, people want to see everything at one spot. They don't want to have 5 accounts. And I think if you have your own profile where you see your NFT collection, you can trade, obviously, you can consume content, you know that these influencers or content creators are transparently on the platform. They're getting paid if they perform, they get not paid if they don't perform. I think that's kind of a thesis that we have, that this might work, you know, and that's why I just wanted to present it to you, to give you more inspiration of where we feel the market will be moving. Because I think there's still an underlying issue as described in terms of education and content fragmentation. That's extremely problematic. Yeah, so, and this is something that, you know, we believe is also very, very crucial. We want to get mass adoption, okay? So we want people to join the space. We want them to feel comfortable with that space. And these are the most important parts that we need to stop overwhelming the community. We need to stop assuming that everyone will, you know, run 5 to 10 accounts. You will not reach everyone like that, yeah? I mean, gamers were the first adopters. Now it's the young generation. They're coming, again, they're coming all from social media. This is their initiation. This is where they're coming from. But if you want to reach everyone, because everyone tells you, okay, crypto is the future, it's the future of finance, then make it accessible, yeah, and make it easy, and don't overwhelm. Just do not overwhelm the users, and make sure that everyone can understand that. And in general, I think that's what I discussed with having too many accounts and the fragmentation. If we solve that, this is one of our mission. I think that there's a good reason and there's a good chance and potential that we and other players as well, because the space is so big, ensure that in the next cycle, which will come, as always, after the cleansing, that we have a better concept of educating clients, and that we use social media in the right direction, because Twitter and co, they were also responsible for a lot of bad things that happened, even more than we might even understand, because once more, this is the world of information sharing. It's on social media for cryptocurrencies. Last but not least, just inviting you to come to our booth, because we are a diamond sponsor. We do have our own token as well, but I will not bore you with that one. You can just talk to our team. And from my side, thank you very much. If you have any questions, let me know. And thanks for your attention.
Hello. Hello, Benjamin. Thank you for your presentation. Just from a simple user, I'm here, by the way. Here. Yeah, just from a user's perspective, in the traditional financial world, platforms like Oanda allows you to do, I don't know, like copy trading, where basically you can link your account to other traders' accounts, and whatever this guy does will be automatically applied to your account. I was just wondering, on your platform, is it possible to do the same? Or because what you have explained to us is interesting, but it's more, I guess, on the I would say the influencers side, because they would like to monetize their knowledge, right? They would give out signals, but from a simple newbie perspective, what would your platform propose? Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, so actually Naga, if you visit Naga is a copy trading platform. So this is the core what we are. We do have a concept where you can automatically subscribe to various traders. We have 1 million accounts that are registered. We are basically a forex broker on steroids, as they say, because the forex brokers are always all boring. On the, it's very difficult to trade there, and especially for beginners. So we have a leaderboard where every day people are indexed, and you can automatically subscribe to each position. And this is where, this is our major success. It's 60–70% of the revenues coming from this social trading concept. Then you have a feed, then you have all the extra features around it. But the core is really to allow people to, in real time, without slippage, without any delays, without any extra cost, to copy people. And I think this is something that, you have a lot of signal groups, of course, or robots and bots, etc., which is, again, not retail friendly. So what we try to do to make it as simple as possible, but we understood that the most important thing is the supply issue in terms of who is the good trader, who is someone who's willing to share, right? So, and the same goes to content sharing, etc. It's, we have a lot of people who are interested, but not a lot of people who know. So in our case, we developed it in a way that the people are getting paid immediately. So if you're a leader, you get paid $1 per trade, no matter how you perform. So that's why some people on our platform are making 50,000 a month by just sharing their trades. Yeah? And this is where the whole thinking concept comes from. But it goes beyond trading, because a trade is content, if you think about it. If I trade, I'm creating or sharing content. I have analyzed my trades. I have thought about it. I have built my profile. So trades and signals are not just trades. For us, it's content that can be shared and duplicated or by other people, right? So, but this is where we are coming from. Yeah? We are kind of a pure copy trading platform.
Okay, thanks.
There's a question. Yeah, it needs to be extremely. Okay. Woo. Very, very, very quick. Okay.
Okay, hello. Thank you for the presentation. I would like to ask you, do you interface your platform with the crypto exchange? I mean, do you expose your APIs? Can we consume?
Yes, I mean, Naga is a group, right? So we have many companies. We have a payments app, we have a copy trading platform, and we have NAGAX. NAGAX is our crypto exchange as well, our spot exchange, futures trading, depending on jurisdiction, of course. And you can trade with us as well. We have APIs, and you can participate. You can also participate in programming your own trades and sharing them and getting paid for it. And this is, I think, the most exciting feature about us, because a lot of platforms, they will allow you to trade, but they will not allow you to monetize on top of it. So you can, for example, stream your trades as well to the platform that people see it and they can copy those trades. Yeah. But we have a full setup when it comes to cryptocurrencies as well.
Fantastic.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Benjamin, and thank you for the questions.